All right, you can't mention the Rookie of the Year category without having Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons near the top of the list, the 12th overall pick from the 2021 draft. More than lived up to the hype. He was second on the team in tackles, 84, but led the Cowboys with 13 sacks and 20 tackles for loss. Now, in addition to those numbers, all he did was earn a Pro Bowl nod and, oh no, big deal, first team All-Pro. So the question teams are asking themselves right now is the next Micah Parsons in the 2022 draft class. And to help us answer that question, let's bring in CBS Sports draft expert Ryan Wilson. Ryan, hello, how you doing? Senior Bowl practices are on the horizon. NFL coaches will get hands-on experience with some of these top prospects. Is the next Micah and that new mold for a linebacker and that linebacker position out there, and who might fit that mold in this year's draft class?
Good morning, Mike. To answer your question, no. See you next week. So let's see what we can do here. Micah Parsons is a rare bird for sure, and he had a fantastic season. And we all found out together that he actually can not only play off-ball linebacker, you can move him to the edge rush position, and he can be one of the best players there. So the Senior Bowl starts next week and a half or so. What are we going to see there in terms of the next evolution of these off-ball linebackers? There's going to be a handful of guys there worth watching. It starts with Devin Lloyd out of Utah. Had a fantastic season. First-round talent all day long, depending on who you talk to. Some teams like him as linebacker one. Nakobe Dean out of Georgia might be linebacker one. That'll be a battle worth watching. Speaking of Georgia, Nakobe Dean's teammates, Quay Walker and Channing Tindall, two amazing athletes. We saw them flying all over the field throughout that season all the way to the title run. Quay Walker is the better of the two guys that are going to be the Senior Bowl, but Channing Tindall's just scratching the surface on what he can become. He'll start as a special teams guy and then use his athleticism on third downs to do that sideline-to-sideline thing. Quay Walker can beat you against the run in terms of his physicality. He can drop into coverage. Also, another amazing sideline-to-sideline athlete. And then finally, Chad Muma there out of Wyoming. You might remember Logan Wilson came out of Wyoming a few years ago, third-round pick for the Bengals, has done really well with that transition to the NFL. Muma might end up being a better player. He's really good against the run, and we don't talk a lot about that when we talk about these off-ball linebackers. We talk about athleticism, but he's also incredibly athletic, and he'll have a chance to go up against some of these Power 5 schools and show off exactly what he can do.
All right, we know all about those Georgia linebackers. It seems like if you're a linebacker on the Bulldogs, you're probably getting drafted somewhere in the next couple of years. But what about Devin Lloyd out of Utah? How high do you think he can actually go?
This is going to be fun to watch because between him and Nakobe Dean, we could talk about the 15 range, and that's right when the Eagles go on the clock with their first of their 3 first-round picks. They need an off-ball linebacker. They historically don't draft one, but that could be someone to target. The thing about Lloyd is he is fantastic in space. He's not a huge guy. He's not 250. He's more in the mold of the new age off-ball linebackers, the 225, 230 range, but he can get downhill. He's extremely physical for his size, and then he can run the ball. He can run down the ball once it gets downfield. And I think those are the things that are attractive to NFL teams. Once you start playing in space with this pass-heavy offenses that we see continuing to evolve, you need guys in the middle of the field that can run down not only the running backs and the tight ends, but can run down the slot receivers. And that's something Devin Lloyd can do and did consistently at Utah.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.